Generative AI is reshaping the very foundations of creativity. Not long ago, the process of crafting a novel, designing stunning images, or producing short films required deep expertise, significant time, and often an entire team. Today, with the emergence of generative models like ChatGPT for text, Midjourney for digital artwork, and Sora for video, creators are empowered to bring their ideas to life faster, with more flexibility, and often beyond what was previously imaginable. Let's begin with text. ChatGPT represents a milestone in language generation. Powered by advanced neural networks trained on vast collections of human knowledge and conversation, it has become a tool for anyone seeking to express themselves in words, from seasoned authors to everyday users. Imagine needing product descriptions for an online store, an imaginative bedtime story for your child, or even a script for a theatrical performance. With just a brief description of your intent, ChatGPT can spin creative narratives, craft persuasive marketing copy, or generate detailed technical documentation. The seamless flow and complexity of its language mimic human conversation, blurring the line between machine and human creativity. But generative language models go far beyond these applications. They now assist in brainstorming ideas, building story arcs, and sculpting dialogue with the nuance of real personalities. For journalists, they can summarize complex events in moments, drafting first versions of articles that writers may later polish. For educators and students, they offer explanations, create quizzes, and even long-form essays, democratizing access to expertise and saving countless hours in research and writing. Now, shift your gaze to visual creation. Midjourney and other AI art generators are transforming how we make and experience these images. Traditionally, producing digital art required mastery of graphic design tools, knowledge of color theory, and hours of painstaking work. Today, a simple text prompt, such as futuristic cityscape bathed in neon lights, or hyper-realistic portrait of an astronaut in a blooming forest, is all it takes to manifest intricate works of visual art. With each prompt, these AI models interpret language at multiple levels, referencing hundreds of thousands of visual concepts. The result can range from dreamy, abstract compositions to photorealistic scenes that rival the skill of professional artists. Midjourney, for instance, has become an indispensable tool for the designers, architects, game developers, and storytellers. It inspires new concepts for buildings, fashion, and game environments. Artists can iterate rapidly, pushing the boundaries of their imagination and exploring styles that may once have seemed unattainable. Beyond static images, these tools weave together visual elements to create digital art installations, interactive displays, and even dynamic designs for music videos and live performances. What once required collaboration among photographers, designers, and digital effects specialists can now be initiated by a single creator, with the AI acting as an ever-adaptive collaborator, ready to revise the artwork in seconds to match evolving vision. But the true leap into the future arrives with AI-generated video. Sora and other emerging video generation models are setting a new standard for creative storytelling. Consider a filmmaker envisioning a short film set in a post-apocalyptic landscape, or a marketer seeking a commercial featuring anthropomorphic animals in a fantasy village. By describing the scene in natural language, these AI tools generate not just individual images, but full-motion video sequences. The AI considers movement, lighting, scene transitions, and even cinematic style. This democratization of video production holds enormous promise. Independent filmmakers no longer require the vast resources of studios to prototype scenes or experiment with storyboards. Animators can instantly visualize their narratives, test different moods, and iterate on character designs. Businesses can develop engaging social media content within hours, tailored to the latest trends and cultural moments. Even aspiring creators with no prior experience in filmmaking now have the ability to craft high-quality visual stories that once seemed out of reach. The fusion of these capabilities opens unprecedented creative workflows. Imagine a designer starting with ChatGPT to craft a futuristic narrative, then feeding the story into Midjourney to generate concept art, before moving to Sora to transform those visuals into animated sequences. Each AI model enhances and extends the others, allowing for a fluid journey from idea to final execution. Real-life applications are springing up everywhere. Architectural firms are using generative AI to pre-visualize urban developments, showing clients immersive walkthroughs before a single blueprint is drawn. Fashion designers experiment with never-before-seen patterns and materials, some of which are now being produced straight from AI-generated blueprints. In entertainment, video game developers use these tools to swiftly create concept art, environments, and even dialogue for non-player characters, accelerating what used to be years-long processes. Education, too, is experiencing a revolution. Teachers use these tools to generate customized lesson plans, historical reenactments in video form, and vibrant illustrations to explain scientific principles. Museums are developing AI-generated exhibitions, allowing guests to experience interactive artwork that responds to their presence and curiosity. Even healthcare is being touched. AI-generated visualization help practitioners educate patients about medical procedures with the aid of informative animations. Therapists use AI-crafted narratives and interactive images in mental health treatments, helping patients process emotions and imagine positive outcomes. Of course, this new era raises important questions about intellectual property, authenticity, and the future of creative professions. But it's clear that generative AI is igniting a golden age of creativity. With every advancement, the gap between imagination and execution narrows. More voices join the global conversation. More ideas, dreams, and visions are given form, often for the very first time. As the technology matures, we stand on the threshold of immersive, collaborative worlds where anyone can shape their own stories, design their own realities, and share them in ways that inspire, inform, and connect us all. AI is not replacing the act of creation, but augmenting it, fueling a renaissance where human ingenuity meets the limitless potential of machine intelligence.